You remember the outrage just a couple of weeks ago after it was reported the Florida Coalition Against Domestic Violence was paying its CEO millions of dollars in taxpayer money. In response, the governor issued an executive order demanding accountability from nonprofits that receive at least half of their budget from the state. But when it comes to holding accountable the nonprofits that take in over $1 billion in private school vouchers, crickets. In fact, the legislature is about to pass a bill expanding the deeply flawed program months after the Orlando Sentinel published a series exposing how private schools that take public money are turning away LGBTQ students and their parents. The scandal was so huge, and most of the program's biggest donors ended up walking away, issuing public statements of apology. Except for Fifth Third Bank. Apparently they think discrimination isn't such a big deal, so they're back in. But it's not just the hatred and bigotry that they teach in these schools Floridians should be concerned with. Turns out schools that teach discrimination and creationism aren't required by the state to administer the same tests that bog down Florida's public schools for months, every school year. In fact, a recent study by FSU's Learning Systems Institute concluded that only about a quarter of the schools that participate in the voucher program are using Florida's standardized tests. And of those that did, a whopping 66% of students actually regressed in either their reading or math scores or both. If private schools are doing such a bang-up job, you'd think legislators would want parents to know all about it. Requiring voucher schools to take the FSA would provide an apples-to-apples comparison, though that solution has drawbacks. Among which, as any teacher worth their classroom experience can tell you, standardized testing is a blunt instrument, unsuitable for determining a student's progress, mostly used as a cudgel to punish schools that historically underperform, mainly due to poverty, forcing them to close, making room for more unaccountable schools under the guise of school choice, regardless of the academic outcome, and turning a blind eye to discrimination, because Florida politicians aren't interested in eliminating fraud or abuse. They just want to make sure they're getting their cut. If you found the information in this video helpful, leave a comment. I want to know what you think.